Hey y'all, this is Renessa with R.Designs. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am going to be unboxing my new Bible. I literally just got it in. So we're going to unbox it and kind of do a short review, and then I might add a couple things off camera, or we may do that in a later video. I'm not sure yet. But I did order a new Bible because my current Bible, this one over here to the left, the back couple of signatures have fallen out and have come apart, and that's just because I used this Bible for a long time and it's just fallen apart. So there's an old adage, an old saying, a Bible that's falling apart usually belongs to someone who isn't, which I do believe that. It is very well loved, but I will say that I try to take as good of care of the Bible that I study from as I can, even though I do write in it and take notes in it and interact with it as on a daily basis. Things happen. So I'll show you that in a little bit. This is the new Lifeway Women's Bible. Oh, and it is indexed. Oh, okay. So I read that it was indexed, but I didn't see a picture anywhere of the indexing, and I just got ink all over my desk. Okay, so this is the Lifeway Women's Bible. It's actually a study Bible, which I have only ever had one study Bible in my life, and oh my god, that's gorgeous. I barely used it because it was really small and I couldn't write in it. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I do tend to gravitate more towards Bibles that I can mark in. And so this one, and I will show you the reason I chose this. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. So it's got the gold gilded edges and it is indexed. This is why I chose it. So the margins, as you can see, are really wide. There's no lines or dots, but it is line by line, so it will help you. And this is a 9-point font, so it's very easy to read. I will say, compared to my current Bible, let me just put that to the side there. The font, try to get somewhere that I haven't marked in. Let's go to Psalms. So the font in this one, I believe, is a 11 or 12, but this is a large font Bible, large print, excuse me. And this is a New King James Version, single column journaling Bible. So this is a great Bible if anybody is looking for one. It's very reasonably priced. I think I paid $49.99 for this particular Bible a long time ago, but I wanted to show you. So you can see at the bottom here, some of the pages are kind of weighing. Let me move this to the side as well. Okay. So in the back here, which I have glued this back together several times, but this particular signature, you can see that right there, has come undone. So it's barely hanging on at the bottom. I have put glue in there to try to hold it together, but it is just barely holding. So this whole signature right here is coming out. And this is just a very special Bible to me, so I didn't want to continue to use it daily and then that all fall out, you know, and I have pages kind of going everywhere. So I decided to just kind of stop using this one on a daily basis and just use it more as a reference for my markings and notes that I've currently made in this Bible. I've studied the book of James quite a bit, and so I'll probably move, I don't know that I'll move all of these notes, but I'll probably move some of these notes over, or I may just do completely new study over in my new Bible. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I did add these pages to every book of the Bible, and the reason for that is because this was not a study Bible, so it didn't have the context of the original book. It didn't have like the author, the archaeological dates, the background and the setting for the book, kind of what the people were going for, and the themes, the overall arching themes. So most study Bibles will have that, and that's another reason that I purchased this Bible, because I did have to add those pages from my own research into this Bible. I think it did make it a little bit more bulky. As you can see, the signatures were coming undone, and I have glued the spine back down about 2 or 3 times, but it's already coming undone again. So anyways, that's the reason for the move. But I am so excited. This is just an absolutely gorgeous Bible. I did research the translation because I was a little concerned about moving from a different translation into this one, but I am fully confident that this translation is a combination of word for word and thought for thought, and I can always look at my Blue Letter Bible app with the translation side by side, so that doesn't really bother me. But let me show you the reason that I really wanted this Bible was this introduction page. So every book of the Bible has an introduction page. It's got, information about the author, the archaeological dating, the overarching setting of the book, and kind of a summary, and then the key verses, and also this is a really helpful timeline. So it's got that. And then I also, after watching there's not very many videos on YouTube, but there are commentaries by really well-known scholars and teachers, women teachers. So there's articles throughout to help you better understand. And then there is little study notes throughout. There's charts, there's maps built in each book. And then there was one other thing. There's reflection questions, which I thought was really helpful because I have a hard time with application sometimes and thinking about application of the scriptures. Let me see if I can find one that's got it. Let me just go back here. There we go. So this is an inspirational quote. Here we go. So for further reflection, and it has you kind of go through these questions and kind of focus on the book and a summary and how can it apply. I really like these questions. So what does Saul's statement in verse 5 reveal in regard to his feelings about the search? So it really has you digging deeper into the scripture, and you might not do that if it's just the words. You might come across a scripture that speaks to you, and then you might dig a little deeper. So anyways, I really was drawn to that. So this is the genuine leather Bible. So the inside is a synthetic liner. So that's not going to come apart as easily as the paper liner on this Bible. So I usually put a color code in here, which I will probably in a different video. It does have the presentation page, the cover page, your standard table of contents, and all the different features. So it does have, like I said, the articles, the introduction page, character profiles, and then study questions or a closer look at certain sections, reflection questions, and then genre introduction. So like each of the different literary styles of the Bible has its own introductory page. So I thought that was really helpful because I have a hard time understanding how to read the different literary styles of the Bible. So you've got books of the law, historical books, poetry and wisdom, major and minor prophets, the Gospels, Acts, Paul's letters, general letters, and then Revelation. And then these are all of the articles and what page number they're on. So if you wanted to quickly jump to one, that's very helpful as well. And then all the character profiles and the closer looks on what page number they're on. So very, very helpful. Oh, and another thing which I'm really excited about is word studies. So I'm really wanting to dive deeper into Greek and Hebrew meanings of the words, as well as the definitions in my own personal study time. So this does have some word studies broken down, some major words throughout the Bible that are repeated over and over. So they do break those down as well. And then charts, maps, and tables. And then it tells you about the Christian Standard Bible translation, which you can definitely research online. There's not a whole lot of information, I will say, about the CSB, but from everything that I gathered, it is a word-for-word translation with kind of a thought-for-thought inclusion, if that makes sense. So like it combines the two, but it gives really great respect to the word-for-word translations like King James Version, New King James Version, ESV Version, as well. So those are what I'm used to reading, and that's why I decided to go with this. So we're going to jump ahead, and I wanted to show you one of the genre pages. So here that is. So this is in a darker gray color, and it's like an overall introduction to the genre of these books. So every time the genre changes, you're going to have one of these introduction pages, and it does have a reading plan if you just wanted to study the books of the law. So that's really helpful as well. And then you've got ribbons. I don't know if I went over the ribbons or not, but you've got two double-sided satin ribbons, and they're not angled. So I typically use the ribbons to mark where I am in the Old Testament and where I am in the New Testament, and then I use my little bow clippies up here to mark the other books that I'm reading. So I'm currently in Leviticus, Psalms, Isaiah, and Ephesians. So that marks where I am in the New Testament, Old Testament, and then this is marking where I am in Psalms and Isaiah. So that's kind of how I mark. I did order some Bible tabs for this, but I'm not going to need them since it's got the indexing. So glad on that front. I will just save them for a different Bible. But that is a first look at the Lifeway Women's Study Bible. I hope that it gave you, some more information if you're excited about this Bible. If you've ordered it and you're like me and you're kind of nerdy and you look for online reviews of the Bible and unboxings, I hope that this gave you that. I am going to put my name on the front here in gold foiling. So I will do a setup video for how I'm going to move into this Bible, add my color code, and all of that as well. So look forward to that video if you are interested in how I set this up to move from this Bible to this Bible. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great Saturday. Bye-bye.